up, everybody? This your girl LaLa, aka the baddest woman of YouTube. Welcome to LaLa's Empire. If you are new to my channel, make sure you go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. Make sure you like, comment, share this video, tell a friend, tell a friend. Make sure you follow me on my social medias that is listed down below in the description box. Also, tune in on Thursdays when I be on Venom and Smoke podcast with the Wrestling Venomous podcast with my boy Mo. Don't want to miss it. That link is down, in the description box down below. Also, cop my merch. So, with that being said, here to talk about a serious matter. And if you guys been watching my vlogs or some of my videos, I've been low-key addressing this issue, but I feel like now every time there's an issue, there's a bigger issue. But before I get to that, let's just take a trip down the memory lane. My YouTube journey, I should say. When I first started YouTube, it was 2018, if I'm not mistaken. It was in October. That was from a result of, from the time I was in my car accident in May 2017 with my Bonneville. I felt like, it was a sign that said that, my time here was not up. And I was coming from when I was doing the on my way to work stuff, putting it on my Instagram and everything like that, and on my Facebook, it was always like just little advice here, there. So I figured, okay, well, I have more to say, more to spew out there to the universe. Why not put it on YouTube? I'm thinking it's harmless fun. It's not hurting nobody. Maybe, and I wasn't even thinking about getting any money out of it. I know around the time, you can get paid, I already know you get paid out of YouTube, but you got to put in the work. So during the time when I started YouTube, I was doing the small stuff. I was doing like the motivational speak outs. I was doing like the movie reviews. I haven't even gotten to vlogging. I will say like around 2019, that's when I started vlogging. I'm gonna say around 2019, I started vlogging, and it was fun, like, cause it showed like y'all was coming with me to other places. Like I would say my first actual vlog, like vlog was when I went on that cruise with my mom, my sister, and a couple of family members, and that shit was fun. It was like a 7-day cruise, so y'all was on seeing everything. Now, during the time in the process of me being on YouTube and making YouTube videos, at first, like I said, if you guys are still my OGs, my first channel was called as LaLa's World. But what's crazy was everybody was using it. So with that being said, with the idea of my ex, because I won't give credit was due, he said, yo, you gotta change your name. That's how LaLa's Empire came about. I changed it, I would say late 2019. So fast forward, I'm still doing YouTube. I'm still doing videos. I'm still doing like, I would say I was still doing motivational speak outs. I was doing like movie reviews. Sometimes I was doing LaLa's reactions, like some of the latest stuff that's been going on. And before I got into the Venomous Wrestling podcast with my boy Mo on the Venomous Smoke podcast, I was doing wrestling reviews, or wrestling tea, like the latest news on wrestling. I was doing reviews on the pay-per-view, mostly WWE, because that's why I normally watched. So I was doing that. Fast forward, this is when I got into the vlogging world, when not only I did the cruise, but I also did one with the mansion pool party. And as time pushed forward, that's when I would say within 2019, I was doing story times too. I was doing, like I would say, within the beginning of 2019, I was like 2018 going to 2019, I was doing story times. Story times, that shit that happened around me, and that pertains to me, my experience. I was doing mukbangs here, there, the stuff that's trending on YouTube. Fast forward, 2019 going to 2020. This is when there was a little downfall, and if you watch my videos, if you go back to where I did the cutoff point, that was like part 1 and part 2. There was some issues I was going through with people who no longer exist to me no more. So with that downfall was that I was looked at in a whole different light, where people who were not subscribed to my channel, because I promise you on everything I love, right hand to Jesus, were coming up to me saying, hey, I don't want to get you mad because you're going to put me on blast on YouTube. First time I laughed about it, like, dude, I wouldn't do that. Like, what are you talking about? So, I laughed it off. But then it was some people, and dare I say this, I don't have proof, but I started putting two and two together as time progresses, that those same people, I would say 3 people at the most, who was saying that, hey, I don't want to be part of your YouTube. One person was like, I don't want to be part of your YouTube show. The other one was like, just kept saying, oh, well, don't put me on blast on YouTube. And the other one, the other person was like, thinking I was doing some stuff, trying to stir up some drama for my YouTube channel. And those people, I hate to say this, were cool with somebody that I'm not cool with no more. So as time moved forward, I would say, and I hate this had to happen, it clicked in within 2020, was like, again, I don't have proof. I'm just going off what I'm finding, what I was told. I just had a feeling the person I'm not cool with no more probably put a bug in their ear. I don't have proof, but I just had a feeling that person did that. And that's when, as time progresses, I just felt like, okay, so everybody's gonna think I'm gonna put them on blast. So that my anxiety was already on 10. I felt like I had to make a point on all the videos I was doing, when I was mostly doing vlogs now, to show people, hey, I'm not this type of person. What is wrong with y'all? And then as much as I was doing that, that's when I would say, when 2020 happened, I started getting into the entertainment world, like the hip hop showcases. I was networking with a lot of artists, and while all this shenanigans was going on, I was still in group life. Yes, I was in group life. Hence why, one of the reasons why I retired from group life, because I can't try to build on my brand while I got people in there thinking I'm going to put them on blast. So I felt like I was walking on eggshells. And I remember I had a conversation with somebody, and that person told me, well, if that's the case, if they feel like you as the influencer is causing them any problems, stopping their bag, they need to get some papers together. And that's when it clicked. I was like, this is true. So I kept saying, hey, if you felt like I'm going to be the one to put you out there that causes issues, your money, your job, your unemployment, your stimulus, whatever, you felt like I was going to be the one held accountable, or I was going to put you out there on blast, get a lawyer, have them send me some papers, find some proof that I put y'all on blast, because 9 times out of 10, my subscribers don't even fucking know y'all. 9 times out of 10, like I said on my previous vlogs, and I said it in my other videos, I even said it on the TikTok. It's mostly Sorry, my camera cut off. It's most, like I said, it's mostly the people that is mostly around y'all 24/7 is the one that is going to throw you under the bus and be the motherfucker driving it. So why in God's green earth would y'all think me with a small following will put y'all on blast? So it made me wonder, like, somebody or some people was putting a bug in a lot of people's ears. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just continue doing me. And now I'm in this realm right now that I'm networking with, upcoming artists and everything like that. All that was cool while I was still in group life. So I was straying away from group life. Don't get me wrong. I was coming to some events, but then the pandemic hit. So we was all on lockdown. Couldn't go nowhere. Then, I had my mild stroke happen. So I had to take a break from YouTube. And then around the time when I was recovering, I'm going to give y'all a snippet because I'm about to give y'all, later on, I'll probably explain later about my recovery process. So hold on to your hats about that. I saw a lot of shit. Probably shit I was not supposed to be seeing, but I saw it. During the time of the pandemic, people were getting exposed. People were getting tagged, thrown under the bus, name dropped. And I'm like, ew, what the fuck? None of my business. I was busy recovering. I was playing on TikTok, just to get my mind off the stupid drama. And mostly the drama was on Facebook. Let's make that clear. Most of the drama was on Facebook. So after I got out from recovery, I went back on the things, back to the networking with the artists and everything like that. And, back to vlogging and everything like that. So I'm thinking everything's all good. Everything's cool. Skirt. And I'm going to make this situation short because I have a story time for that, but I'm not going to bring that up now for the sake of the fact that, that's going to be for a later time. But long story short, as I came back, I felt like I was being used. Because I was showing love, but I was getting when it was my turn to get the love, my flowers, I didn't get none. So yeah, it was a little weird on that. And I kind of like low-key snapped to whereas I made a video on Facebook and that shit is still there. Because at this point, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. Like, if you're going to get mad, there's the door. I was to the point now, I was just like, fuck y'all, kick rocks. Fast forward, before the year ended, I low-key snapped again. Because now, mind you, after I recovered, I had, and this was when things was like in the up and up because I was doing TikTok videos and I was making a lot of TikTok content. I was vlogging. I was networking with a lot of artists, and some of the artists I still network with till this day. Some of them, if y'all watch my previous vlogs, I had to block them. I also was, with the TikTok, I was doing that. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. As time progresses, I had got an opportunity, and if it wasn't for Ruthless LaLa, sis, I love you, for introducing me to Mo Young, I would not be on the Venom and Smoke podcast on Thursdays if it wasn't for Ruthless LaLa, because I'm going to give credit when it's due. When I first started the podcast, it was the queens of the Venomous Roundtable. It was me, Rufus LaLa, and Candy. We was doing it on Sundays, but because of the whole scheduling thing, it stopped. But when Mo saw that I was a wrestling fan, we started doing the wrestling podcast, and right now it's taken off like a motherfucker. Because I usually share, and what I do is I share it on my page, I share it on the wrestling pages I'm on, and I share it on other groups I'm in. So that was taking off. Fast forward, after the whole situation being used, I stopped coming around to certain events. I literally stopped coming around till like when almost the year was over. Fast forward, when 2021 happened, excuse the marker on that. When 2021 happened, this is when I had this mindset, not everybody's gonna get crucified because of everyone's actions. I just have to be very mindful and very on guard of who is there for me, who is going to respect me, and who is that type, who's there, who can understand where I'm coming from when it comes to my brand. I'm going to tell you this right now. And if you didn't watch my previous vlog, don't be shocked when I said this. The night I went to Osaka, I couldn't stay that long because it was really hot in there. So I went to Tapas. My homie was over there. He was doing security guard. So I went in there to chill for a little bit. And then afterwards, before I left, my homie was just like, I think he was on break. He was doing something. I showed him. So when you go on Facebook and there's a section when you put like groups, I told my homie, watch this. I went to certain groups and I was leaving them one by one by one by one. Did I give a fuck? No, I didn't. I said this was going to be the moment when people realize, how can I be in these Facebook groups and it's not the group itself, it's the people in there. You got people in there. It's one thing you don't like me. Fine, I'll take that in a grain of salt because people don't like each other. You don't respect me. Hell, I'll take that in with a grain of salt. But when it comes to what I got going on as my brand and I feel like you're using me or you're making a mockery out of it, that's when we have a problem. And I couldn't do that while I was in group life. So I just exit stage left and not give a flying fuck. Granted, some people try to add me back in. I just decline them. Do I care? No, I don't. Because I got to this point right now, I am holding the scissors, the machete in my hands. Snip, snip, swat, slash, slash. I don't care. So with me on this YouTube journey, I decided to go ahead and join these YouTube Facebook groups because I remember it was a YouTuber I'm subscribed to. She mentioned about it. So I started looking around for YouTuber Facebook groups and oh my God, it was hard. But there was some that I got into it and there was some like I wasn't feeling it. And I know there was one that it was a hot mess. But I would have to save that story for another story time because I got into it with another YouTuber in there and I just left that group. And I do have receipts. I got receipts. So yeah, I got receipts on that one, which I hopefully do. But yeah, there was some YouTuber groups where I was in. There was some I left because it was like, some of them was doing follow for follow. Some of them was just not even watching my shit. So I was just like, okay, I'm not going to be in there. Because some of them, it looked like some of them was like subscribing to my shit. And then I subscribed to their stuff, but then I subscribed to mine. So it was just like, no. And I don't got no time to be playing the game of who's subscribing to my shit and who's not subscribing to my shit. So I'm only in a couple of YouTuber groups, 2 wrestling groups. Shout out to the LaLa fam, by the way, because that's who majority of my vlogs that when I'm going to Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment is usually I'm with the LaLa fam. And that's a wrestling group I've been in since last year. Was it last year? Yeah, last year. And it's a whole fucking vibe in there. Glad I made it in there because I was just at the admin's house yesterday to watch AEW Double or Nothing. It was me and a couple of group members, and it was a vibe. Like, that's what shit I like, I'm sorry. But now, Sorry, camera cut off again. So now with this YouTube journey I am on, and I'm still going to be on, I'm expanding myself. Pretty much, I'm no longer a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a TikToker because I make a lot of content on TikTok. I'm a podcaster because I'm on a podcast now, and it's like I got 3 things going on under my belt. So it's like, and because granted with my condition that I have, where to avoid any have, because I had last year, if y'all know, I had a mild stroke. That ain't shit to play with. And then on top of that, I have anxiety up the ass. So I don't got time. When I tell y'all I don't have time, I have no problem cutting people off. I have no problem unfriending, unfollowing people. You want to bring bullshit to my door? Oh, okay. That's how you feel? Oh, okay. Okay. Because at this day and age, you know, there's adults my age. Mind you, I'm 33 years old, about to be 34 in October. There's adults my age and above, and probably some in their late 20s, want to act like they want to bully you to getting mad at you because you unfriended them. They will want to bully you because you're not coming to the event. Who the fuck does that? Like, yo, and then on top of that, a lot of people want to play like that whole high school mindset. I'm sorry, but I graduated high school in Brooklyn, New York, 2005. We're in 2021. Make that make sense. No. No. If that shit didn't fly in high school, that shit not gonna fly here with me. So I find it in my power, whereas if I get invited to events and I know it's not going to be a fit for me, it's not going to be a scene for me, I don't want to run into these people, it's not because I'm being scary. I am being smart. People like to go and run in for drama. I don't. I don't bother nobody. And at the end of the day, I'm not sitting in no rusty, dusty jail for nobody. I like my freedom. I like when I could be able to get up, shower shit whenever I want to, eat when I want to, go outside when I want to. No, in jail, you don't have that privilege. So, no. But the funny part is, when I look, how y'all say, when you outside, everybody want to be on your ass. Where the party at? Or where you been at? It's the same place you been in at. This planet called Earth, stupid. So it's like, it's along the lines. My YouTube journey is still going. I'm not stopping. I'm not going anywhere. It's just along the lines now. It's been, whereas my brand, the LaLa's Empire brand, has been expanded to whereas I'm on a podcast, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube. And on top of that, I work a full-time job. So when I tell people, hey, I got to the point, like, I tell folks, look, I can't make it. I got to work. Or if I know I'm not going to be able to go to an event, I will say, hey, you know, I ain't going to be able to go. Da-da-da-da, you know, whoop-de-whoop. But now, and then on top of that, when it comes to blocking people, especially on Instagram, it's along the lines like now in the entertainment industry, especially artists, some of them do it, or like the promoters do it. They will try to bully you to try to come to their events. And I'll be like, no, I can't go. They will catch an attitude or try to make you feel bad. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Or they tell you at last minute. I'm like, that's not going to work. No. And I noticed that people pay attention to what they want to pay attention to on social media. Because they would ask like, oh, hey, you pulling up to this party? I'm like, no, I'm going to be over there. Even if I put it out there, like, even if I put it out there that I'm going to be at this party or I'm having this event, somebody will just randomly tag me somewhere else. Like, oh, LaLa, you come to this event? No, I'm having another event. That's what it comes to show you, like, A lot of people don't pay attention of what you got going on. They pay attention to what they want to pay attention to. If you're not a problematic child who's trolling the internet, who's beefing on the internet, or showing ass or abs or chest on the internet, they're not going to pay attention to that. They're not going to pay attention to you. They're going to pay attention to that, what I just said, but they're not going to pay attention to you. So once it start being like on deaf ears and you want to act like you're blind, I make it a permanent situation. Like, oh, well, since you didn't want to pay attention and you knew I had, you know, you see what I got posted going on. You're not blocked. You're not unfriended. Da-da-da-da-da. I see you. You see me. We see each other. Guess what? That's when I start hitting the block button. Blocked. Now you have to figure out how the hell you're going to get a hold of me. Especially if we follow each other, if we used to follow each other on Instagram. Same thing goes for Facebook. Because if we both have Facebook and Instagram, best believe I'm going to block you on both. And you're going to have to figure out how the fuck you're going to find me. Because y'all don't like to fucking listen. And what I notice is the favoritism for me. It's the favoritism for me. Because I seen it where promoters, DJs, artists, they posted up with females that, hell, even regular dudes posted up with girls that look like video vixens, but still trying to finesse their way to have me come to their event and try to play nice with me. I'll be like, no, go talk to that girl. And it's not me being bitter or being mean. It's just like, don't try to finesse me to come to your event because you think I'm going to vlog for you. No. Boy, fuck you. And it's not even the girls that be asking me to come by their event because they got their only thing going on. And majority of girls I follow is either, some of them are female artists, some of them are like girls that have boutiques or clothing lines. That's majority of girls I follow. Majority is the males that try to finesse their way for me to come to events, and I'm like, no. Don't be like out here thinking I look pretty and this and you wasn't thinking I was looking pretty when I was in my jeans and sneakers. Get the fuck out my face. Save that energy for somebody else. So with that being said, I'm not walking on eggshells no more. I'm not gonna be feeling like I'm walking on eggshells. I'm stomping the shit out of these eggshells. I'm bringing back story times. If anybody feels like, oh well, you're doing, don't do this, you gonna I don't want to get you mad because you're gonna put me on blast. My first question is like, are you even subscribed to my channel? If you feel like that, why have you not sent me any papers? Why have not you sent me any like email? Why have not asked me for any email addresses for you to send me papers? If you cannot come up with those answers, I promise you on everything I love, I will freaking, if you on my friends list, my Instagram list, yo, you will get unfollowed, unfriended, and blocked. Anybody else who's around you, associated with you, and feels like that, they want to play follower leader, they will catch it too. So now y'all come in this happy little circle and be like, LaLa blocked me. Yeah. You see me? Slither your stupid ass on the other side. So as it's being said, when it comes to my YouTube journey, branding wise, I'm taking this very seriously and very highly. There were some ups, there were some downs. I'm just maintaining my peace, so I don't have to be in pieces or put somebody in pieces. So with that being said, you know, just play by the rules and you won't get cut off. Once again, this is your girl LaLa, aka the baddest woman of YouTube. Thank you for watching LaLa's Empire. I may have to cut this into 2 parts because, whoo, child, I will have to cut this in 2 parts. Till then, bye.